Hi. Goodbye. Hi. And welcome to another story time with Tatum. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am Tatum. Hello guys, today I'm here with another story time about the same kind of thing. We didn't fly off the four-wheelers like we did in my other story time story, but we did have a near-death experience because we're that cool. Okay, but really it was pretty dangerous. It was a long time ago though, so hopefully we're more careful now? I don't really know. Anyways, let's start with the specifics. It was Gabby's birthday. If you don't know who Gabby is, she's my bestie. She's in some of my videos. She makes a couple little cameos. It was her birthday. This is a few years ago, and we were outside of my grandparents' backyard yet again. All of the stories take place in their backyard. There's this part of their backyard that is very shaded by trees. You can't really see the ground, and the grass is extra tall back there because no one ever goes back there. So there's not really a point in mowing it. You can't even see the grass. Gabby thought that it was a good idea to drive through it. So she goes under these trees very fast on the four-wheeler. Needless to say, it wasn't that good of an idea because there was this huge lump on the ground. The ground was super uneven and it went up like that, okay? And we were going very fast and we drove up it. Gabby, if she had not stopped the four-wheeler when she did, like a second later, it would have flipped over on us and we would have died. But to make it more dangerous, we again weren't wearing helmets and and I was literally falling back on the four-wheeler. Here's the four-wheeler right here. I'm sitting on the very back right here, and I was literally hanging off of the four-wheeler backwards. My head was by the tires of the four-wheeler, the back of the four-wheeler, and my hair was on the ground. Oh. And there was also a pole sticking up out of the ground right next to Gabby, and she was falling off of the four-wheeler. If she hadn't stopped it, she would have like gotten impaled and my head would have gone under the four-wheeler and then it would have flipped over and we would have died. And this was on her birthday. We would have died on her birthday. I don't have footage of any of this, but I at least have the story, so that's good. I had no idea how to react to this. So basically, I was just terrified and I was laughing. I was laughing my head off because I thought I was going to die and I had no clue how to react to that. So I was just laughing hysterically. And then when the four-wheeler stopped and Gabby got off, I was just sitting there and everything that had just happened was processing in my head. I got very emotional because we almost died. Our friend Charlie was there. We haven't seen her in a long time, but she was standing there behind us during all of this. I want to say we were maybe 13? I don't know. If you don't know, I'm 17 now. And now we'll move on to the next story. Okay, so this time, me and Gabby had stayed up all night long watching movies. It was like 6 in the morning. It was still kind of dark outside. It was getting light. The sun was rising. We were in my grandparents' backyard again, and they have this swing set. Me and Gabby had gotten in a tiny little argument. We were driving away on this four-wheeler at 6 in the morning. She drove under the swing set and then she stopped under the swing set. And she called her brother, then she got off of the phone and she started driving. Said her name. She didn't stop. I yelled her name. I was like, Gabby, Gabby! But what had happened was the swing was on the steering wheel, on the handle. She pushed it off and it flew back at me. And I screamed her name because it had flown back at me and it was pulling me off of the four-wheeler. But she kept going and I basically just ended up with like my body in the swing and the swing pulled me right off of the four-wheeler. And so I was just laying there with my like stomach down on the swing and it was just swinging me back and forth and it had yanked me off the four-wheeler and she looks back and I was off and I was just swinging. But yeah, those are my four-wheeler stories. We've had a lot of accidents on that four-wheeler. So be cautious. when you're on four-wheelers, don't follow our examples and be dumb. Have a good evening. It's evening for me at least. And I hope that tomorrow and every other day brings you tons of joy. And I hope that you enjoyed these story times. Story times aren't a thing that I'm really experienced in doing. I don't really know if I'm gonna be doing a lot of story times on this channel. Anyways, you guys are all great. You're pretty friggin' fantastic if I do say so myself. Hit the thumbs up button. Bye-bye guys, I'll see you in my next video. Good, ciao! It's finally October, yay! And in the spirit of October, say hello to this nice little pumpkin man. And to this dude making a cameo in the background.